Welcome back to another video on our channel. I have a fun one today. This is something that I really think is unique. You can get a lot of value from, and that is the correct way to make listing videos on YouTube. Now, what most agents typically do is they will shoot a property tour for a listing they have, and they will label it on YouTube as 123 Banana Street, right? What they'll do is they'll take that video and they'll send it out to their clients. Hey, here's 123 Banana Street. Awesome. That works. You can showcase the features of the home. It's basically just very standard. It's a home tour. It doesn't showcase anything outside of the features of the home. For that purpose, that works. However, if you have a YouTube channel, in addition to doing that, I want you to think about how you can make a YouTube video that can live beyond the sale of the home. Because if you post 123 Banana Street and it's useful, maybe it helps in the marketing of the property, maybe it helps get a lead and it eventually ends up helping you sell the home. That's awesome. After that home gets off the market, that video on your channel is deemed useless and it's not going to work for you outside of the sale of the home. Now, if you're strategic about it and you're consistently posting on YouTube, you want videos to live beyond when they were posted, right? Like that's obviously the game on YouTube. Everything is based around search. Whether you posted a video last month, 6 months ago, a year ago, if you've been intentional with the concept and the title of your video, you can still appear in search and effectively get an ROI, exposure, engagement, and therefore leads. Now, I'll tell you this right now, addresses don't have any search volume. So after that home sells, I promise you that video is absolutely useless and nobody's ever going to be searching for 123 Banana Street. Therefore, a video on your channel is ineffective. Now, here's what I want you to start thinking about how you can make a video with listings you have to have them live beyond the sale of the home on your YouTube channel. I want you to position it to live beyond the sale of the home by making it evergreen. What does evergreen mean? Evergreen means videos that remain relevant and valuable to viewers for a long period of time. That's exactly what I just said. Now, the way that you can go about doing that is frame the video a little bit differently. And like I said, you can still post the property tour in and of itself. You have all of that content, might as well make a more comprehensive evergreen video with it. So here's how you would frame it. Say 123 Banana Street was in Victoria Park. That's a neighborhood here in Fort Lauderdale. You can title and create a video with the concept of what it's like to live in Victoria Park. You can introduce yourself, you can hook the viewer in, and maybe you break down that video, location, amenities, cost of living. And in the location, you could say, man, this is one of the best situated neighborhoods in the entire city. It's close to downtown. It's in close proximity to the beach. It's very walkable. Oh, and by the way, here's what one of the properties here actually looks like. So that way, you're highlighting the neighborhood and the area it is in as a whole. Then you're saying, oh, by the way, here's what it's like to actually live here. Here's a single family home that I recently got onto the market. You could punch in and out with maybe some of the content you got, or maybe you're walking by it outside. And then once you get in and get out, then you can go on to the rest of the video. Talk about the amenities of the area. It's super walkable. There's restaurants, there's cafes, there's parks and outdoor gyms. And then you could talk about the cost of living. And again, during the cost of living section, maybe you're talking about the median sales prices in the neighborhood. And then you're saying, oh, and by the way, like, the median sales price is $800K, and the property that I listed that we just checked out earlier, that was actually only $760K. And then you could punch back out and outro the video. I hope you're following along in the way that I'm thinking about this, right? Obviously, I'm kind of giving you a hypothetical, but I'm trying to, integrate this into that hypothetical. So another way of framing it is living in the most walkable neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Maybe the whole video is talking about walkability in Victoria Park, right? I just mentioned a couple things. There's, restaurants, cafes, outdoor gyms, there's parks, there's so much things to do. And you can go on sunset walks and you can go on sunrise walks and it's very safe and things like that. In that video, you can talk about, oh, and by the way, I actually have a listing right over here down the street that is positioned right by a church. My family and I, or, the sellers and their family often told me that they would walk to church every Sunday. So that's a good way to, give yourself credibility in the form that you have a listing, you're doing business, but not hyper focusing the entire video on just the home, because you're still focusing on a video that is talking about walkability. Are you seeing what I'm saying here? And then lastly, another example I have is living in Las Olas Isles, luxury waterfront living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, that's a different neighborhood. That's a section of Fort Lauderdale. It's very upscale. If you wanted to focus on luxury waterfront, the same concept applies. Don't focus on just one home. Focus on the entire area and then punch in, talk about the home, maybe walk by the home, go into the home, say a thing or two, then get back out and bring the focus of the video back to, living in Las Olas Isles as a whole and not just living in a home in Las Olas Isles. So I want you guys to really think about how you can make a video that is useful beyond the sale of the home or just the listing that you have. And if you start thinking of it in this way and you start conceptualizing it in this way, these videos can live forever. What's it like to live in Victoria Park? Living in the most walkable neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Living in Las Olas Isles, luxury waterfront living in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Those things will have search volume. And those videos, because they're not hyper focused on just one property, can be very beneficial to a lot of different people. Now, if I wanted to move to Victoria Park, I'm probably not going to watch a home tour going through the living room and the bathrooms and the bedrooms to really get a feel for what it's like to live in Victoria Park. I'd rather watch a video titled and conceptualized what it's like to live in Victoria Park, so I have a sick understanding of what it's like to live there. And then maybe you show me one of the homes, the interiors, the exteriors, the backyard, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, that's actually like a real home here, that a real family was residing in. That's cool. Then you punch back out and you finish the video. So I want to wrap all this up to say that, if you're really prioritizing YouTube, this is just a unique way to capitalize on your listings and get more bang for your buck, get effectively a better ROI over the long term, increase its shelf life, and hopefully get results as well to come along with that. Listen, if you're enjoying this type of content, I hope I'm providing you guys a lot of value. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in taking video a little bit more seriously, check the description below. AJ and I launched and are scaling an online community for real estate professionals who are building their businesses the same way with video. Would love for you guys to go check it out and get some feedback on that. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next one.